since I've last uploaded a video, and that's just because I hadn't really had time. Okay, I hadn't had time to upload, and schoolwork and other things were also getting in the way of that. But I'm finally back with another proper video, and today I will be showing you guys how to make custom items in Minecraft. So what I mean by that is here. If I grab this nether star, for example, if you look in the top right up there, it you can see I have health boost. So when I have the nether star in my hands, I have health boost, and when I drop it, the health boost starts going away. So if we just wait a little bit, just should go away around now. Yeah, and as you can see, it's gone now. So you can use these in servers or like your multiplayer worlds with your friends. But without further ado, let's get into how to make them. So it's actually quite simple if you want to make one. So each little bit for each item is only 3 blocks long, 3 by 1 blocks. So if you want to build it, all you need is 2 command blocks and a comparator. You don't need this chest, I just put it there so I could store the items. So if you only want to make a single version, then you just want to place your first command block facing up, your second one, okay, so once you place your first block, I can't talk today. You want to place the comparator coming out of it. Now, you'll know that it's coming out of it if it has the 2 prongs facing towards the block and the single one facing away. Then, once you've placed that, you just want to place another block here. So that's if you only want to have one. If you want to have multiple, don't do this where you put it right beside each other. Don't build it like this. Make sure to leave a 1 block gap like this, so that there's a little bit of space between each of them. So once you've set up however many items you want to have, here's what you want to do for the commands. So I'm just going to use my examples over here, and I'll also show you guys how to type them in over there. So for this one, I have the nether star. So you want to do /clear, and then you can, this may not work perfectly on a multiplayer world, but you can either, if you're alone, you can type in either your name or just @p, and then whatever item, and if there's a space, so right here, like with nether star, you want to replace the space with an underscore, and then 00. And then the settings is repeat, unconditional, and always active. Everything else stays the same. So for this video, I think I can use maybe the Eye of Ender with night vision. So you want to set it to always active. This is the first block, by the way, behind the comparator. So you want to do /clear, and now I'm just going to type in my own name since I'm the only one in this world. So there, underscore, jeez, there. Then think Eye of Ender should be spelled like this, right there. Alright, so now once you've, oh, I forgot the 00. So once you've typed it out, just grab the item, and if the comparator turns on, then you know that it's working. But for some reason mine hasn't worked. Okay, I know what the problem is. Just gonna use the /give command to see how you type Eye of Ender at us. So I spelled Eye of Ender wrong, which is why it did not work. Ender Eye is how you'd actually write it. Okay. So if you can't find the correct spelling, just go into the chat menu and just use the /give command and find out, because above the chat box it will show you how to spell the name, so you can easily just find out like that. So there, as you guys can see, when I have the Eye of Ender, it turns on. So if I get rid of it, the comparator is off. So for your second block, put your name in the first block, you want to put your name in the second block. So you want to do /effect and then @p or your name, and whatever effect you want, which is I chose slow falling, and then this part's the most important, 10 and then 1, and then at the end you can add true to get rid of all the particle effects. So we put the number 10 because that's how many seconds you'll have it for. So for example, if I take this item which gives me slow falling, for example, say I'm in the air and then I accidentally drop it. If we didn't set the seconds to 10, then the player would have just instantly dropped to the ground like a brick, or whatever other effect you had, for example maybe water breathing. So we set it to 10 so that if in case they do drop the item, the player does have a little bit more time with the effect. And then 1 is just the amplifier, you can change that to whatever you want. And then true just gets rid of the particle effects. So for this one I'm going to use night vision. And on the second block you actually want to leave needs redstone on. So slash effect. And then my name again. There. Underscore. Nope, no space. Jeez. And then night vision. So it's the same thing with the item. If there's a space, you want to put an underscore instead of the space, because that's just how commands work. So if I put night vision here, then 10 seconds, amplifier of 1, and true. So as you guys can see in the top right, the night vision thing has popped up. So if I do set the time to night, quickly, time, set, I'm going to do midnight instead. There we go. So as you guys can see, I can actually look around. Now this little glitch does happen with some effects. Now I'm not sure if there's really any way you can fix that. And that is supposed to happen when you don't have night vision. I think this happens because the effect always starts fading at 10 seconds, but it's constantly giving it to you, which means it will just keep doing this. So maybe if you want to fix that problem, I think what you can do is change the seconds to 15. And there we go. Now it's fine. So it will give the player 15 seconds to lose the effect instead of 10. So that's how you can make this. Now I have these 3 examples set up, and I'll show you guys all of them just in case you guys need some starting ideas. So let me just set the time back today. There we go. Alright. So my first item over here is the Nether Star. Now this gives me health boost. So I've set it to clear the Nether Star, the same as the way I showed you guys. And the effect is health boost. And then the amplifier of 4 doubles your HP completely. Now again, if you set this to 10, you actually won't be able to heal at all. So you're gonna have to set it to 15. And then this second one is C, which gives me water breathing. This one you guys can leave on 10, and I've set the amplifier to 10 so that it permanently makes sure that you have water breathing. I mean, to make sure, just in case, that you actually have the effect. And then this phantom membrane, same as the other ones, and this one's set to slow falling for 10 seconds. So now I'll show you guys the examples. So as you guys can see, I'm already falling slower. There we go. Now I'm gonna go into survival mode. Oh wow, the chat is full. Okay, game mode, S. Now as you guys can see, I already have health boost. And, okay. So it looks like, never mind. So if you do set it to 15, then you will be able to keep the effect. Now as you guys can see, the effects are disappearing, and there is a reason for that. See, if I go back towards the command blocks, they come back. So I'm just going to show you guys. Oh, there we go. The water breathing works. You guys already saw the soul falling. But before you click off this video, I'm going to go back into creative. There's one more thing you need to do before you are done. So I'm going to put the items back. Nether star goes here. That. And then that. Sorry about that, guys. I had to cut the recording for a second, but now, as I was saying about the ticking area command, you want to go down to one, you want to go to one corner of your build and dig down exactly one block, so like that. And then you want to go to the opposite corner, so complete opposite, and go one block above the rest of your system. So this system's 2 blocks, so I'm going to go up to the third. Now this part's quite important, so pay attention carefully and do exactly what I do. You want to go here, and you want to make sure you note your coordinates up there in the top left. Here, if I paused it, no, never mind. If you guys can see in the top left it says position, you want to stand on the first block and note that down. And then you also, once you've done that, you want to go to the second block and note down these coordinates too. Now, if you are playing on Bedrock, I'm pretty sure this will work. But if you're on Bedrock, all you instead of noting it down, you can actually do this. Start doing the ticking area command. I wrote it wrong. There we go. Now you want to put add. Then if you wrote down the coordinates, you want to put the first coordinate here. But since I'm on Bedrock, if you look above the chat, it says my coordinates right there above the word circle. So all I really have to do is just type in all my coordinates, which they'll all just pop up one by one. So I'm going to type 652. And then if you did note down your coordinates, you want to put the second one. If you did note down your coordinates, you want to put the second one, and then you just put the name. But if you didn't, you want to try to select your entire message, copy it, and then you want to go over here to your second block. Oops, nope, wrong thing. Then you want to go to paste it in, and then you just have to add your second coordinates. 225, 90, negative 658. Alright. Then for your name, you can put any name. Once again, if you have spaces in the name, replace it with underscore. So I'm just going to write name as the name. And then when you hit enter, up there it says adding ticking area from the coordinates to the other coordinates. And then you can only have 10 ticking areas per dimension. So just be careful of that. So I'd suggest you make a big ticking area and then build all your systems in one place if you have like a server. And one more thing, this system only works in the overworld if you've only built it in the overworld. So if you want it to work in the nether and the end, you actually have to go build it there and use the ticking areas there as well. So, but the thing is, the 1 out of 10 ticking areas is only in the overworld, so you can also have 10 in the nether and also 10 in the end from what I know. So once you've done your ticking area thing, you can just fix up the little mess you made, and that is how you make the custom items in Minecraft. So that is it for today's video. I know it wasn't too long, but I really don't have much time to record today, and hopefully I'll be able to upload again next week, but we will see about that. Anyways, that is it for today's video. Thank you all for watching, and guys, hopefully next week. Bye.